Imagine a journey that stretches across two worlds, one governed by logic and technology, the other by magic and myth. This is the premise of The Longest Journey, a point-and-click adventure game that has left an indelible mark on the genre since its release by Funcom in 1999. Despite the years that have passed, the game still captivates players with its compelling narrative, rich world-building, and unforgettable protagonist, April Ryan. But does it stand the test of time? Let's dive into what makes The Longest Journey a timeless classic and why it's still worth playing today. At the heart of The Longest Journey is its story, a complex, layered narrative that weaves together elements of science fiction and fantasy. You play as April Ryan, an art student who discovers she can shift between two parallel universes, the futuristic, dystopian Stark and the mystical, otherworldly Arcadia. The game's title reflects not just the physical journey April undertakes, but also her internal journey of self-discovery and growth. The storytelling in The Longest Journey is one of its strongest suits. Written by Ragnar Tørnquist, the narrative is both intricate and thought-provoking, drawing inspiration from a wide range of sources, including the Sandman comics and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The dialogue is sharp, the characters are well-developed, and the world-building is deep and immersive. Players will find themselves invested in April's quest to restore balance between the two worlds, encountering a diverse cast of characters and unraveling a plot filled with twists and turns along the way. For fans of classic adventure games, The Longest Journey offers a familiar but satisfying gameplay experience. The mechanics are straightforward: point, click, and solve puzzles. The puzzles themselves range from logical and engaging to occasionally obtuse, but they're always tied to the narrative in meaningful ways. Unlike many other games in the genre, The Longest Journey minimizes the frustration often associated with adventure game logic, where solutions can be obscure or nonsensical. Instead, the game encourages exploration and interaction with the environment, rewarding players who take the time to think through their actions. One of the unique aspects of the gameplay is that April Ryan cannot die, which encourages experimentation without the fear of failure. This design choice emphasizes the game's focus on storytelling and puzzle solving rather than combat or survival. However, some players might find the pacing slow, as April's movement and the unfolding of the story can feel drawn out at times. When it comes to visuals, The Longest Journey showcases a blend of pre-rendered backdrops and polygonal character models that were impressive for its time. The environments, especially in the magical world of Arcadia, are richly detailed and visually striking. However, the character models haven't aged as well, with noticeable blockiness and stiff animations that can be jarring, especially during close-up scenes. The FMV, full-motion video, sequences, while ambitious, suffer from similar issues, with characters appearing robotic and different from their in-game counterparts. The sound design is another area where the game shines, particularly in its voice acting. The cast delivers strong performances that bring the characters to life, with April Ryan's voice standing out as particularly memorable. The music, though sparingly used, complements the atmosphere well, enhancing key moments in the story. However, don't expect to find yourself humming the game's tunes. They're more ambient and situational than catchy. Since its release, The Longest Journey has been lauded as one of the greatest adventure games of all time. It holds a special place in the hearts of many players, not just for its story, but for how it pushed the boundaries of what video game narratives could achieve. The game's success led to the development of a sequel, Dreamfall: The Longest Journey, which continued April Ryan's story and expanded on the game's universe. Despite its age, The Longest Journey has maintained a very positive rating on Steam, with players praising its narrative depth and nostalgic value. However, some modern players may find its dated graphics and slower pace to be barriers to enjoyment. Technical issues, particularly with certain versions of the game, have also been noted, so it's worth seeking out the most stable version available, such as the one on GOG, which addresses many of these problems. In a gaming landscape dominated by fast-paced action and cutting-edge graphics, The Longest Journey stands as a testament to the power of storytelling in video games. It's a game that invites players to slow down, immerse themselves in its world, and think deeply about the characters and themes it presents. For those willing to overlook some dated visuals and a leisurely pace, The Longest Journey offers an experience that is as rewarding today as it was over 2 decades ago. Whether you're a fan of classic adventure games or new to the genre, The Longest Journey is a game that deserves your attention. It's a reminder of why storytelling in games matters and why sometimes the longest journeys are the most memorable ones. Ready to embark on this epic adventure? Download The Longest Journey on GOG or Steam and experience for yourself why this game is still celebrated as one of the greatest of all time. Don't forget to subscribe to GameVault HQ for more reviews and deep dives into the games that define our gaming history. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on The Longest Journey, and let's keep the conversation going.